Leave the streets, register to vote, and remove leaders through the ballot. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, kindly consider subscribing. Don't forget to like, comment, and share our videos. The Orange Democratic Movement (ODM) has called on Gen Z and all Kenyans to shift from the street protest to the ballot box, saying meaningful political change can only be achieved through peaceful and constitutional means ahead of the 2027 general election. In a statement issued on Friday, June 26, ODM commended Kenyans for exercising restraint during the June 25 commemorations, describing the largely peaceful events as a demonstration of political maturity and respect for the Constitution. The party said the calm witnessed across much of the country reflected the appeal made by its party leader, Oburu Odinga, who had urged Kenyans to avoid violence while receiving the report of the panel of experts on compensation of victims of human rights violations. And I quote, "The Orange Democratic Movement (ODM) party wishes to extend its profound gratitude to the people of Kenya, especially its members and supporters across the country, for showing maturity and exercising remarkable restraint during yesterday's June 26 commemorations by choosing peace over destruction and respect for the constitution and laws of this nation. You have demonstrated that our movement is driven by higher ideas, not chaos." This end of quote. ODM urged young people, particularly Gen Z, to register as voters and prepare to use the ballot to determine the country's political future in 2027. The party urged that while peaceful demonstrations remain a constitutional right, lasting political change is ultimately achieved through elections. And I quote, "Ultimately, the power lies in the hands of the voter." ODM said, "We encourage all Kenyans to follow Kisumu's example, register to vote, and ensure your voice is heard peacefully at the ballot box in 2027. End of quote. The remarks signal a renewed emphasis by the opposition party on voter mobilization. Political attention gradually shifts toward the next general election. ODM singled out Kisumu County for praise, saying residents had chosen civic participation over confrontations during the June 25 commemorations. According to the party, large numbers of residents turned out to register to the voter rather than engage in destructive protests. ODM described the development as evidence that democratic change should be pursued through elections rather than violence, and I quote, "Instead of destructive protests, the people of Kisumu made a powerful statement by turning out in large numbers to register to vote in the 2027 general election." The party added that the move demonstrated that lasting change is achieved through the ballot, not the bullet. End of quote. Even as it welcomed the relative calm during the commemorations, ODM said there were isolated incidents in which law enforcement officers could have exercised greater restraint. The party appealed to security agencies to avoid excessive force during future demonstrations and to respect constitutional freedoms. ODM reiterated that Article 37 of the Constitution guarantees every Kenyan the right to assemble, demonstrate, picket, and present petitions peacefully and unarmed. The party, however, also reminded demonstrators that these freedoms should be exercised responsibly and within the law. ODM used the statement to reflect on what it described as a long history of human rights violations suffered by its supporters. The party cited the 2005 constitutional referendum, the 2007 and 2008 post-election violence, the 2013 and 2017 elections, as well as demonstrations held in 2023, 2024, and 2025, saying many of its supporters had lost their lives or suffered injuries while demanding democratic reforms. And I quote, "Our people have been shot, beaten, abducted, maimed, sexually violated, and killed while seeking respect for human rights, fidelity to the rule of law, and democratic governance," the party stated. ODM said it honors all those who lost their lives in the struggle for democratic freedoms. The party also called on families and survivors of human rights violations to submit claims to the panel of experts on compensation of victims of the human rights violations. ODM described the reparations program as an important step towards national healing and restorative justice. It encouraged victims to present their testimonies, and supporting evidence to their cases could be considered for compensation. Until another video, don't forget to like, comment, and share our videos. Until another video, bye for now.